we are live.
I'm muted here. There we go. Y'all can hear me now? Can y'all hear me? Testing microphone 1 2 3. Testing microphone 1 2 3. Yeah, y'all can hear me now. What is going on, everybody? What is up? This is another installment of Around the Point here on YouTube.com. Thank you all for tuning in tonight live, whether you're listening to us live right now or you're watching us on the playback, or if you're listening to this on Spotify or over on Apple Podcast. But it's me, as always. I'm that Peruvian Fight TV extraordinaire. It's Steve, and I am not alone. I'm here joined by the good brother all the way in beautiful sunny California, the one, the only Chase Oliver. Chase, what is going on, brother? How you been?
It's going, man. It's going.
It's going. Yes, okay.
Sir. It's going.
That's what's up, brother. That's what's up, man. Hope you had a good week.
Yeah. Can't wait till next week to go by fast so I can get to Nashville.
I believe you. You know what's funny, bro? I will not be around for SummerSlam weekend. My mother's engagement party's on that Saturday. So I'm missing I'm missing SummerSlam live. So I'm missing. I mean, it is what it is. You know what? I'll catch the playback. I'm fine with that.
And if you're a little kid, though, you'd be pissed. Bro, when we were little kids, your parents be all like, "Oh, we got to do this," and it's like, "Bob, but SmackDown, but Mom, but they're not Raw." Like you'd be so pissed.
But Mom, it's TNA Lockdown 2005.
Oh, man, I can't tell you how many times. If you guys are in the chat, let us know any stories if you guys got any from when you were a kid and your mom said we had to do this, and you were so upset because professional wrestling was the reason why you missed it because you didn't want to miss an episode of SmackDown or Raw. Dude, I remember, dude. Like if I was a kid, I remember we went on a San Francisco trip. And I was so upset. I was like, "Mom, but SummerSlam 2005 is that?" It wasn't. I didn't say 2005, but I was like, "Mom, SummerSlam's happening. It's going to happen on Sunday. We're not going to make it home in time." My mom was like, "What's wrong with you? Just enjoy San Francisco."
Nah, you know what happened? Speaking of SummerSlam, I remember SummerSlam 02. I went to Florida with my mom and one of her friends, right? And I was like, fuck, I'm missing SummerSlam live. That was Shawn Michaels' return. That was Brock and Rock, Nassau Coliseum. It went from I was going to go with my dad to, oh, you got this trip in Florida with the family. All right. This is the time when my parents were separated and shit. So it went from that to going to Florida to like, all right, at least I can order it at the hotel.
There's no hotel ordering there. I tried.
I tried too. It's like, nope. I was like, fuck. So you can imagine, right? I was just pissed, if you will. But guys in the chat, like Chase said, if you guys had moments growing up, as a kid, when you missed a wrestling event because of a family event, you know what? Then it doesn't have to even be family event. You might have had a date that Sunday. You know what I mean? Even now as an adult.
I remember one time I had to miss a SmackDown when the SmackDown was on Thursdays because of a family dinner. And I was like, the fuck? I was like, why are we having a dinner on Thursday? And stuff like that. It was so random.
Because Chase, that's why. Okay. All right. Fair enough. We'll be joined by Big Mike in a little bit. Walter is out on a booking, so he won't be here with us this week. But Jay, there's a lot to get into this week. I know this coming Saturday is Ring of Honor. That's before the Dishonor pay-per-view.
Oh, baby.
Yes, the main. Oh yeah, Ring of Honor is back, fully loaded. We'll get into that in a little bit. I know last night was UFC was fight afternoon. I'm not gonna call it a fight night. Over here. It's like what 2 p.m. in the afternoon, so it was UFC fight afternoon.
It ended around 4 p.m. That's fight night.
Fair enough, I guess. But you know, I caught the co-main event, glimpses of it. That Lee kid, bro. Vicious, fucking vicious. I heard what happened in the main event. Brian Ortega fucked up his shoulder, and they had to stop the fight.
Which
is very, very unfortunate. I hope they do run it back. I mean, you saw the whole thing. I know you were over on the True Heel Heat Sports channel with Romeo and Mike, holding it down. I mean, did the fight again? It ended in a round, right?
Yeah, first round. It was literally like the fight just started going, and then Ortega messed up his shoulder.
So it wasn't like, oh my god, freaking Yair was dominating or like ripping him up.
No, it was a close fight. Standing up, Yair was killing Ortega, like just much more crisp punching than anything else. But yeah, Ortega pretty much had good grappling on Yair during that fight, but Yair stand-up wise was winning, but it was very close from the one round that we got. Yair almost pulled in an armbar, which was impressive against a guy like T-City. So yeah, impressive. I wouldn't say he's a title shot now. Like I want to give him a title shot for that, but it seems like Volkanovski broke his hand and he wants to move up to lightweight, and he most likely will probably face the winner of hand-me-downs versus Du Bronx.
Which is funny you mentioned that.
So because I feel like, can I finish my point? Can I just fucking finish my point real quick? God damn, dude. You're so rushing me, man. Let me finish my point. But it seems like Josh Emmett versus Yair Rodriguez would be a good interim featherweight championship fight.
Fair enough. And I apologize for that, Chase. I'm sorry. Because it's funny you mentioned hand-me-down, because if you look in the description box of the show, we're talking about Charles Oliveira and versus hand-me-downs at UFC 280.
Good. That's his name. He don't deserve his name yet. If he beats Charles Du Bronx, the fighter of the year, according to ESPN, the ESPYs, then good.
That's the fight going down Saturday, October 22nd, live from Abu Dhabi.
I hope this is in American time. He does not deserve Abu Dhabi time. This fight should not be happening at 9 in the fucking morning. This fight better be happening like in American time. Is all I'm gonna say.
In other words, he doesn't deserve the Khabib treatment.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't deserve to fight in Abu Dhabi time. He ain't there yet. He ain't him. He ain't him.
I predict, you know what? I think Charles Du Bronx will pull off the miracle here. I think he will.
It's not even a miracle. What are you talking about?
I think he will. Because here's the thing: like every time, I almost called him Hamza for. I don't know why, but every time hand-me-down fight, it's basically a Khabib style fight. He takes you down. He basically
he's not as good as Habib though. He doesn't have to.
He's not.
This is the thing.
I agree.
Hand-me-downs is not as good. His entries are not as good. His striking is just a tad bit better than Habib's. Tad bit better. But the thing is, he doesn't have good combinations whatsoever. This guy has fought nothing but bottom level fighters in the lightweight division, and we are handing him a world title shot just because of one, who he's related to and what market he pushes. I totally understand that, but the thing is, he is not personable like Khabib. He is not likable like Khabib. Hand-me-downs is hand-me-downs. There's a reason why it's called hand-me-downs. Charles Du Bronx Oliveira has been on a run. He dominated Tony Ferguson. He knocked out Michael Chandler. He beat the Diamond Gatekeeper. He beat Justin Gaethje. He made Justin Gaethje eat his own words. He beats killers, dangerous fighters, and you're going to try to tell me hand-me-downs beating up Bobby Green, Dan Hooker, and all these other guys. This right here is comparable. Now, if hand-me-downs beats a Tony Ferguson, he gets his first name at least. I'll be calling him by his first name. I would say his first name, not his full name, his first name at least. But and that's the thing. A Tony Ferguson, yes, I know, washed and everything like that, but still a dangerous guy. I mean, we saw it in the fight with Chandler. He rocked Michael Chandler, Tony Ferguson, did he not? Still a dangerous fighter is Tony Ferguson. But yeah, no, this creature hand-me-downs. He keeps getting pushed and shoved. He keeps being acted like he's some top-level fighter. He ain't a top-level fighter.
What's up, you, my boy Blue? Reading the comments here. Brandon Brown, did you hear spoilers that they taped Dark and John didn't have the belt with him? I did not hear about that. Are they talking about John Moxley? John Silver? I mean,
No, they're talking about John Gresham.
John Gresham. Fair. I mean, to be Vegas has got hand me down that heavy favorite shaking. Yeah, kind of a.
I'm telling you all right now, bet Charles DuBronx. Just put money on that. But Abu Dhabi cards are normally good, so we'll see.
They are. All I'm saying is the return of Fight Island, baby. Fight Island.
I don't call
Fight
it.
Island.
It's just Abu Dhabi now.
To me, for me, it's Fight Island. I don't care what. As long to me, Fight Island. It's real. Fight Island. Fight Island. Okay. So there's that. I agree. I think Charles DuBronx will get the business done. I predict in 3 rounds.
Yeah, same here. I say 3 rounds. Like, look, hand-me-downs is not a bad fighter. I'm just tired of people handing him everything. Like, why does he keep getting everything Habib worked for? Habib worked for that spot. Habib worked for that opportunity in that position, you know? Like, hand-me-downs hasn't. Hand-me-downs has just been handed everything just because of who he trains. I hope Daniel DC Cormier is not calling that fight. I love DC. He's the baddest man on the planet, the daddest man on the planet. But he's going to be so biased towards hand-me-downs. He's going to be like, oh, look at hand-me-downs. Look at the combination he threw there. Oh, my goodness. He's just going crazy right now. This is what he was doing training there, Mike.
By the pound-for-pound best fighter on the planet. And they'll call him by his, his full name and all that stuff.
No, Charles Olivera, Alexander Volkanovski, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare Usman. Those are pound for pound the best fighters on this planet.
Facts, fair enough. But again, looking forward to seeing what else will be on that card. I mean, they haven't announced the co-main event. You would think, by that time, you would think Israel Adesanya versus Michael Pereira. You think? Pereira.
Who? Michael? Who?
Michael Pierre.
Michelle Pereira is a different fighter, Steven.
Well, the guy that Pereira.
Alex Pereira.
Listen,
no, but you called him Michael Pereira. You called him a different fighter.
I'm sorry.
You called him Michelle Pereira. You didn't even call him
Steve already messing up.
And we're joined by the pride of Detroit.
Hey, so since you guys are here, you guys want to see me open my All Elite crate?
Yeah, this is exclusive.
I already opened it, but I'll show you some of the stuff that came in there. So hold up.
See, Jane King got him another name too. Look, it's Bum losing to all you guys. Okay, this is an exclusive. My headline G card from what I've heard.
That would make sense for Alex Pereira fight is him and Izzy there. But look got the thumbnail like that.
Like the old YWC days.
Yeah, unboxing my All Elite crate. Thumbnail ready. All right, so I already unboxed it, so I already know what's in here. So first off,
keep you in frame or
yeah, you can keep me in frame for this. You got to see some of the little junk they give you. But this is the CM Punk shirt.
Oh, of course.
From the from the dog collar match. So the only time I'll get a CM Punk shirt, pretty nice shirt. And then
they put a CM Punk shirt.
Looks like a good gym shirt. Looks like a good gym shirt.
Then they got Britt Baker, Dr. DMD. I'm putting it all over.
Upside down, Chase.
Yeah, upside down.
It's upside down, Chase.
Here we go.
What was the name of this crate? What pay-per-view?
All Out.
All Out pay-per-view.
All Out.
Okay.
If you guys ever need these, the acclaimed headphones, the best of AEW Dark
Volume 2.
They made a volume 2 of that. I have volume 1, and I want to get rid of it.
That's a good keychain, Chase. Right
no,
there.
this is not a keychain. This is a micro bar. My keychain is this.
Oh, Jay Cargill.
Yeah.
Oh,
Big Mike. Big Mike, you want this?
Heck yeah, I want it. I put on my keys.
And we what's it called? I'll work out a way to send it to you.
All right, man.
Mike, Chase, go back to that.
This doesn't work anymore.
Oh yeah.
But
go back to
sad and dreadful.
To that
should be called.
To that Evo Uno thing right there, real quick.
Yeah.
You know that'd be good for like there's some folk that put the thing in the bottom of their car with the little string at the bottom of the bumper.
Oh my goodness! What? And then you got what have you got? House of Black pins.
Oh yeah.
Like for the Crocs.
And then I'm not gonna.
You don't put those on Crocs, Steven. What are you talking about?
Be surprised that some folks would do that.
They put pins on their Crocs.
And then this is for the first ever All Out, who will become the first world champion. But you know what? So if you guys know, the All Elite crate is famous for giving out bad autographs. Steve, you can take me out of frame for a second because I'm going to grab something from the previous crate and show you how terrible they are for autographs.
I can show you mine too. Hold up.
I know what you got, Big Mike.
You know what I got? Hopefully Chase Covey doesn't see this. I got myself a Bang energy drink.
Oh, he'll be depressed.
I got me Blue Raz.
We need to do a giveaway. We need to do a giveaway of some of these. I'll take 10, but we need to get rid of this. I don't want this at all.
You don't want that? You don't want?
Yeah, Big Mike, I got the same thing. I was like 10, and then this is. We considered this a bonus autograph.
A bonus. I don't want this.
Hold on, Big Mike.
10,
hold on, Big Mike.
I don't want this.
Mike, that's a collector's item right there one day, bro. That's a collector's.
I don't want this. I'll keep him.
Mike, do you like Eddie Kingston?
Yeah, I like Eddie Kingston. Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you this one. I'll give you this. Oh, you got this though, right?
I already have it. Yeah, I already have it.
Okay. Yeah, you got this.
Yeah, I already got it. Yeah.
I gotta jump on this. I have to for the next.
I got the pack of cards. This shirt came in that crate that I got on right now. You should have this shirt too.
Yeah, I have the Hangman. So I got the first crate, the first 2 T-shirt crate, but I didn't. But ever since, because I said, hey, I want to support AEW, but I don't like any of their T-shirts, but I like the All Elite crate. And honestly, you can resell some of this stuff that you don't want.
Oh yeah, for sure. And then the poker chip joint.
Listen, for me, those shirts. I'm looking at that. I'm looking at that Hangman shirt, Big Mike. That's a gym for me. That's a gym shirt, man.
For sure.
That's one hell of a gym shirt. Speaking of which, my Jay White T-shirt is coming in hopefully this week from their 4th of July sale, PWTs. Being that I lost 40 pounds. I bought it in the soft cotton this time.
The soft cotton feels good. I bought all my shirts in the soft cotton.
So I'm going to see now.
So obviously there's a reason why I didn't keep this autograph in the crate. Before we open this, what's it called? Before we open this, what's up with that QT marshmallows y'all supposed to be sending me?
I'll send it to you if you want it.
But anyways, before we open this, who do you think the autograph is?
Ricky Starks.
Okay.
-1.
That would be a bad one. But the autograph for this one, actually I was surprised. I said, wow, that's a good autograph for them to give.
Cody Rhodes.
Oh, wow. Wardlow.
My man Wardlow.
This is a good one because now Wardlow's kind of getting pushed and stuff. So I'm going to get this one framed.
There you go.
That crate seemed to be good outside of the Dark Volume 2.
And the Pride and Powerful sticker.
Put some respect. Listen, we got to start putting some respect on Dark, okay? We got to start putting some respect on AEW Dark.
You can respect AEW. Someone kept asking me, "Oh, Chase, you're going to review Dark Volume 1." What the fuck would I review Dark Volume 1? I barely watch AEW Dark as it is.
I haven't seen a single episode of Dark, even when Kenny Omega was on it. I don't care.
Anyway. There's a lot to get into, guys. A lot to get into this week in the world of wrestling. Mike, I'm happy that you're finally here. Wish Walter was here too, but Walter's at a booking right now, handling the business, if you will. But I think it's time to
let's fucking go,
if you will. Let's get this started. So a couple of days ago, everyone on Twitter was going crazy out of something that came from Andrew Zarian regarding WWE becoming TV-14. And everybody, this is the tweet that he posted basically at first. Starting July 18th, WWE Raw will have a TV-14 rating moving forward on the USA Network. The PG era is over. Now, everyone and their mother, when they read this was everyone's reaction. No cap.
Yes!
That was everyone's live reaction as it was happening, as the news came out. And then it came. And listen, everyone was going crazy on Twitter, right? Everyone was going crazy. Oh my God, this means people will be cursing more. People will be, Raw will be good again, and so on and so forth. And then hours later, there was a tweet that turns out that that's not the case at all. It's gonna happen. I almost said apparently, and I'm aware of that. Okay, I'm aware of that. And turns out there was a memo within USA Network that went out this morning regarding WWE to TV-14 on July 18th, and apparently there he goes. That was sent out prematurely. The day was not finalized, so we're gonna get there, people.
Right.
But y'all gotta take a chill pill for a little bit, relax, pump the brakes for now, okay? So they become TV-14. So what? So what? I really want to know what is it? Are we gonna throw a party? Are we throwing a cookout? Or are we doing the old YWC cookout again? What are we doing here?
No, I think it's just that we could see the light out of the woods, but we're not out of the woods yet. It is just years of just like not good stuff from the PG era, and just them holding people down within a PG thing, even though they stretch PG for some reason a lot. But for a lot of people, they're happy now.
Yeah, I get
for
the
us.
excitement.
Yes, Romeo knocked a lot of people down. He was like, NXT is TV-14. Nobody watches.
Which we'll get into if I want, even though I had to sit through 2 hours of NXT on a Tuesday because fucking there's not, it was what it was. But we'll get into what people are saying there. Any people ready here in the chat as well? Let me see here. G Nation right here. They're still selling best of dark of AEW YouTube DVDs. LOL. Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
It's not even by choice. You just get it. You get it with your stupid crate.
We got a new subscriber.
Oh, nice.
Big On just subscribed. Thank you for subscribing. Big On. Interesting name. Thank you for subscribing, brother. Thank you for subscribing. You see, guys, if you guys want to show some love and all that fun stuff, we do have the super chat enabled through Streamlabs. Links down below in description box and all that fun stuff. What's goody from my sneaker plug, Tito? What's going on, buddy? What's going on, Brody? What's going on? I'm reading another comment here. SmackDown has always been PG. WCW was PG, and most of the Monday Night War. The Simpsons has always been PG. So is Married with Children PG. Doesn't mean the show can't be edgy. I used to love Married with Children.
Well, yeah, that show can never be made.
That show can never be made again.
Never, ever.
Not today.
I was explaining it to people at my job, and they were like, "Oh my God!" I was like, "Yeah, I know, right?"
Dude, it's just great. Search up. You know what's crazy? There used to be a video on YouTube, and it's not there anymore. It's Al Bundy's best of insults, whatever.
Yeah,
and it's compilation of all his insults towards women, obviously, because again, he was the king of the fat jokes towards women.
Right.
It's not there anymore.
No,
it's just not there. It's like, what the fuck, yeah. They got to him, if you will. So there's a thing too. I mean, yes, I get where people are excited, but it's gonna take a while, bro. Again, like everyone's saying, just because you're TV-14 doesn't mean that the show's gonna be great again all of a sudden. You know,
right.
To be fair, AEW, again, people are expecting this. People are expecting blood, chair shots, bra and panties, and all that fun stuff, and that's not happening anymore. Those days are over. Especially the bra and panty matches. Especially those.
Sidebar.
Go on ahead, brother.
When me and my dad was at Blood and Guts, right? And Ethan Page flipped the bird to the camera. And my dad was like, well, that's not going to be on TV. I was like, yes, that was on live TV. He was like, where are they broadcasting this on? I was like, TBS. He was like, No, I don't think that made it on TV. I said, yes,
They were
yes,
elite,
it
bro.
did.
Okay.
Yes, it did. Yes, it was. So you could stretch a lot of ratings on television
Okay.
and
Absolutely.
pretty much stretch that in as far as you can go until you get in trouble.
Exactly. Chief writes here in the comments, TV-14 ain't making me want to sit down and watch 3 hours of Raw. Neither am I, bro. I said this
No,
before. I don't sit through 3 hours. I do not sit through 3 hours of Monday Night Raw.
I don't even watch it.
By the time it's 10 o'clock, I'm turning the shit off, bro. I understand this past Monday on Raw, it was the return of Dolph Ziggler. Chase, remember Dolph
man.
Ziggler?
Yeah. He's now the old veteran. He's just there to make freaking the smiling Titan look good.
Yes. Even though he was, if I'm not mistaken, I love how Corey Graves on commentary. He's back. Like the legend is back, but yet wasn't he part of that last chance to qualify for the Money in the Bank ladder match, Battle Royal, whatever the fuck they did a couple of weeks ago?
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I don't
either.
watch.
That's a problem, man. It's like the thing is that the show is too long. It's just the creative isn't really there. Ratings don't mean anything. Like you got to be creative with what you have, and the problem is WWE's not creative enough to do it. They're not pushing things that make people want to sit there and watch the product, or even want to sit through 3 hours. Like 3 hours is just too much. That's more than most movies. Like, and I get it.
Yeah.
It's a money thing. That's the reason why they don't want to go down there.
Thing.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, this is 3 hours. And the third hour, as much as we hate it as wrestling fans, it still performs really, really well in the ratings. Somehow, some way, it still performs and stuff. It's just WWE is just not smart enough to book 3 hours. They don't know how to make 3 hours of television interesting enough for viewers to care. And to be honest, it's just like YouTube. That's the only way. What's it called? Only way I can sit down and watch WWE Raw. And if I want to see a full-time promo, I'll YouTube it. So
facts. Or if not, YouTube or go on Twitter. Go on Twitter, basically. I think it's the WWE, the USA channel, WWE on US, that uploads the full clip right after it airs on the YouTube channel. Is AEW better than WWE already? Subjective opinion, right?
Yeah, this is all subjective. AT, like it depends on what you're asking is better. In-ring wise, yes, AEW is way better than WWE. But when it comes to storytelling, I feel like it's very equal. And I know a lot of people be like, what are you talking? It's like, look, a lot of AEW stories are the fans on Twitter telling me this is the story. It's not Tony Khan. It's not the performers. It is not the people. Anyone in this chat can tell me a storyline from AEW, and I'll say this to you. Who told you that? What showed you that on the show? Well, no, I'm telling you. Exactly. You're telling me. No one else is. You are. So that's the thing. AEW, when it comes to storylines and stuff like that, it's hit or miss. Hit or miss when it comes to the storylines. A lot of their storylines, I'll be quite frankly, drag on, kind of stink. This Jericho versus Eddie Kingston storyline, why is it still going? Why is it still going? It's terrible. The CM Punk and MJF storyline, great matches. Why did it go so long? Why did we need more promo? AEW, the thing with me is this, and I can go on my whole WWE why they suck diatribe, but I'm telling you what the thing with AEW is that there is flaws, and a lot of people, they'll just compare the two companies. They'll go compare WWE to AEW, and it's like, how about we just compare AEW to AEW? And when you sit there and you break down AEW just as AEW, you say to yourself, holy shit, this company sucks. Quite simple.
Well, Chase, you should know here, huh? I'm an AEW fan, all elite fan. 54,
I went to an AEW show, so I'm a wrestling fan, but I'm just trying to tell people, it's like these fans that compare, these fans that compare the two companies, you're comparing apples to oranges. Each company has a different target market. Each company is trying to do different things. What I'm trying to say is when you review AEW or break down AEW, if your thing is, well, it's not as bad as WWE, that's bad. You shouldn't even compare yourself to WWE. You should compare yourself to AEW. Like when all these AEW fans were like, when the ratings tanked and it was a bad TV night, they were blaming hockey. what
Hockey.
AEW fan can name a hockey player? You guys can't unless you watch hockey. That's where I say is this. We need to stop making complaints about a company. It's the company's job to do the job. And AEW, for a company, yes, it's only 3 years in development. Yes, it's only 3 years of growth. But the thing is, if this is what year 5 looks like, I'm scared for it. Just
100%.
Well,
I've
Chase,
always said that. By
Chase-
year 2024, if they're still like this, man.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know what's wrong, but I love the fact that we're getting Eddie Kingston and Jericho because we got to see the Painmaker now. The Painmaker.
And look, that's fine if you like it, but if I don't like it, it is what it is. But I tell people it's just AEW and WWE. I don't compare the two because I compare them what I expect from each company. I'm more lenient towards AEW. I think WWE is terrible just as well. I think there's a lot of flaws with WWE. I feel like they pigeonholed themselves with only having one world champion and making that champion the main focus. And instead of building up guys to actually be a threat to that champion, we're just supposed to believe they're threats to the champion. Like Drew McIntyre. What the fuck has Drew McIntyre done within the last year to make me think he could ever beat Roman Reigns? Nothing. Nothing at all. Not a zip. Their biggest star is literally a guy who left the company to go to AEW, make AEW what it is today, and then come back to the company. That's the only way they can build stars. They don't build stars on themselves. They fall into these people. These guys become stars because they do stuff outside of WWE. Brock Lesnar became a star outside of WWE. Why do you think they keep bringing him back every year? Because people remember, he was a former UFC heavyweight champion. Like, look at why they keep signing freaking guys like Logan Paul and Bad Bunny to contracts. I'm glad that they're passionate and they love to do this, but they're signing these guys where it's like, hey, the reason why is because they can't create guys. Hell, their most over guy is probably their commentator. Pat McAfee's probably their most over act. Like, let's keep it a buck here when we say it. Pat McAfee's probably the most over act. The most over guy on the roster. So I'm just saying, WWE has a lot of flaws, especially with the talent they have, and especially the infrastructure they have. The infrastructure, So, like, they have like a performance center. They literally can build these guys from scratch. They can grab people who are not good and make them good. But for whatever reason, they don't like to do that. They're just in their own way. And so that's why it's like, to me, it's like AEW. It's like different. It's like they have to rely on a guy being hot from the independents. They have to rely on that.
Man.
What?
Oh man, you done did it now. Easier.
What? Oh, Tony Khan. Hey, Mr. Khan, how's it going? Oh, hey Chase. Just want to say I disagree with everything you say about All Elite Wrestling. I'm sorry, Tony. I know it kind of gets you mad sometimes. I feel like we put on a great show every night on Wednesday on TBS, on Friday on TNT. The ratings actually were really good for Rampage. Past Nationals came in. Thank you, Alfred Oeka. For those, but I feel like you guys are disrespecting what AEW brings to the table. Well, Mr. Khan, we can agree to disagree here. Well, that's fine, but I'm telling you guys, if you guys want the best wrestling on planet Earth, if you want the best shows, it's every Wednesday, every Friday night on TBS, on TNT, and whenever do pay-per-views on Saturday and Sunday, all out 2022, just sold out.
Indeed it did. Yes, indeed it did. And just like it sold out real quick, don't be surprised to see them tickets drop for $2 again the week of.
That's every market, man. That's what I tell people. Don't buy your tickets early.
Tony Cantana. I wonder if Tony Khan will give a hug. Sorry, bra and panties are not coming back. It's a damn shame Sasha Banks is gone. She would win the bra and panties. Dark Ops, WWE's moving bad or not. It's still good. WWE is doing something well. It's better than nothing. LOL.
Whatever gets people excited, this
exactly
little,
whatever gets you
people
happy.
If this helps the ratings, whatever. Because look, this is the time of year where WWE capitalizes, and then Monday nights in September, boom, 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 boom. It's all about Monday Night Football.
It's almost around the corner. Listen, I'm not a football fan. I'm not, but I know it's around the corner. Preseason starting in a couple of weeks, right?
Preseason in a couple of weeks.
August.
In a few weeks. The preseason on stuff. Just like in soccer. if you will.
Can't wait for Hard Knocks this season.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Here, let's move on. Here, let's move on. Okay, again, well, it's a wait and see thing when it comes to TV-14. It's a wait and see. Okay, but right now people are celebrating way too quick. You know, it is what it is. Okay, those who are celebrating way too quick about the shit and hoping that WWE gonna be amazing again.
You fucking mark!
Let's move on here, okay? Let's just fucking move on here. Sasha Banks has also been on the news this week. As you guys know, she's on her way. She's either gone or on her way gone, whatever the fuck it may be.
She's gone.
She's gone. She's gone. She is going to be appearing in a few weeks at the C2E2 convention in Chicago. And they labeled her as Mercedes, but not her real name. And people are already saying, "Oh, this is how you know she's gone. This is how you know." It's also being reported that she is charging $30,000 to make appearances, signings, and all that stuff. She likely will not be taking any wrestling bookings until the beginning of next year.
Oh man,
And this got people very, feeling some type of way. Like,
I don't get
dare
it.
she? I don't get it either. I don't get it.
These
Like,
people are so worry about your own bread. Like, if she's making bread some way, I mean, I get it. 30,000 is what y'all make in a year. I get it, but y'all don't need to be mad that Sasha Banks can make that in a signing. Like,
Exactly. Listen, she could have gone either way. She could have done this or gone the OnlyFans route.
okay, you're terrible, Steve. You are absolutely terrible.
But okay.
No, she could have done. She was fine doing this. Why do you have to bring up OnlyFans? She could have done.
I'm just saying. She could, but she chose the right way. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
she chose.
Now you're saying
honorable.
now you're OnlyFans.
What are
shit?
you?
An idiot sandwich.
Idiot sandwich what?
An idiot sandwich, Chef Ramsay.
Oh,
it's all the right way, Steve. As long as you're making that bread,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's right.
Okay. Let me correct myself. She's not hurting anybody. She's not hurting anybody.
Why you keep OnlyFans shaming? God damn, what's wrong?
I'm not.
with
I'm
you?
just out. All right. It was a bad example.
Yeah, it was. It was terrible. I was like, why? Look, she's interested. People are interested in her. They're gonna make their money back. I don't see an issue with this because you got to think of it this way: she's charging $30,000, right? Her signing's like $100. You get your money back on that, man. You're gonna make your money back. So I'm not too concerned about like what happens with Sasha Banks. I think she'll do just fine. I think the fans being upset about this was really stupid. Like, why are you caring about a woman making $30,000 just for doing a signing? Like, bro, this is the problem with wrestling, man. The WWE hive is just too strong. Like, they just always so negative. If anything outside of WWE, the fans are just too negative. They're just like, you got to be in WWE. No, dude, let her succeed outside of WWE. That's what WWE should be building towards, anyways. Wrestlers to be able to succeed outside of WWE, not needing that stupid three-letter three-letter branding to make them who they are, But if they want to be pissed about 30,000, that's fine. I don't think it hurts. I mean, what she's gonna do? Like, what, few appearances, make 30,000? Like I said, I get it. Most of y'all, that's your paycheck in a year. But you don't have to be mad that someone's making that in a year in a spot thing.
It was gonna happen. It was gonna happen anyway with her being on the Mandalorian, getting that Disney money. So it was like whatever. It's like rather sooner than later, but it was on bad terms.
Social media gets butthurt over anything these days. Yeah, that is very true.
Yeah, no, I know. It's just for me. It's like you shouldn't get upset over something like 30. Look, if you have a funny joke about it, fine, make a funny joke, but don't get upset about like if you're gonna say independent promotions trying to figure out how to get 30,000 for Sasha Banks, fine, that's funny. I'll laugh at that. But like, I'm not gonna be mad like that. Sasha Banks is charging 30,000. She's gonna make that much.
Exactly. Now
wrestlers are more popular than you may think. It's crazy. It's crazy, but they are.
Exactly, especially someone like her who still has a buzz, considering how she left, considering other outside projects that she will probably be doing, probably another season. Is she booked for another season of The Mandalorian? Again, I don't watch the Mandalorian, so that's why I'm asking.
Steve, her part was literally 2 scenes. That's
Okay.
it. I'm not even joking with you guys. Y'all need to stop with this. Sasha was on the Mandalorian. So of course she was barely on the fucking show. Gina Carano was more on the show than Sasha Banks, guys. So stop. Is Gina Carano a big star because of this? Yeah, yes, she did get canceled. I'm just trying to prove a point. The thing is this. Sasha Banks became a big star because of her appearances on YouTube and what she does in social media. That's what she is. Her Hot Ones episodes gets a lot of views. She is a big time star in that space. It's not because of the Mandalorian. Stop with this Mandalorian crap. I'm so tired of people reading it. But I do not believe she is doing the 3rd season Mandalorian because the 3rd season's probably a totally different show than what originally was.
Fair enough. So
if you watch Boba Fett, you would know.
I'm tired of this Mandalorian stuff. Like people were like, "Oh, well, she was on the Mandalorian." Like, stop.
Hey,
it's not the reason why she's a star.
Fair enough.
She got an action figure out of it too.
You got a Funko Pop too? Funko Pop?
No, not a Funko Pop. Just the action figure.
Is Mattel making is Ringside Collectibles making an action figure based off that as well?
They can't.
Okay. So just asking.
Otherwise, they would get sued.
All right, just making sure because I know they did one for Hogan as Thunder Lips. They did one for Andre the Giant as Bigfoot. That's why I'm asking. No,
but I'm saying they can't because Star Wars is owned by a different toy property.
Fair enough here. Also, let's move on here. Let's move on. Okay. Also, this week as well on AEW Dynamite. This past week. God damn it. On Dynamite, we have new AEW Tag Team Champions. They did a 3-way, a triple or nothing. I don't know why they called it that, but whatever. The Young Bucks versus Swerve in Our Glory of Keith Lee and Shane Strickland versus the team of Powerhouse Hobbs and Ricky Starks. And God damn it, listen, tag team wrestling done right.
It was a good match. Huh?
Tag team wrestling done fucking right.
It was a real good match. Huh?
It's a really, really good match. I'll say that overall. I was doing the watch along with Romeo, I think Drunk Guy JJ and Josh on the True Heel Heat channel when this all happened. So it was a very, very fun fucking match. And I'll be honest, going into this, I kind of said, we might get new champs here. I just didn't think it'd be, Keith Lee and Shane Strickland. I thought they were going to give it to Team Taz. I literally thought that.
It should have went to Team. Yeah, it should have been Team Taz.
I know Ricky Starks said something on the internet regarding, former WWE names coming in and getting, being arrogant and shit like that. It at this point, it is what it is, but I'm happy that we have new tag team champions. I thought the match was great. There's talks now that at All Out, they're going to go in a different direction with the Young Bucks. Everyone thought Young Bucks and FTR, winner takes all, but that's not happening at this point in juncture. But there's that. Big Mike, what were your thoughts on the match overall?
I thought the match was because I watched it this morning, so it's kind of fresh on the brain. I knew what type of match it was going to be when when Shane Strickland and Nick Jackson did that move on the outside where he escaped and he jumped off and he missed the apron and he just landed from the top rope to the floor. I was like, oh, I know what this is going to be, and it turned out to be a barn burner. It was a really good one. I think Keith Lee did a good job in the match, but I really felt like Team Taz should have won this match. They should have won this match. They looked like they were ready for tag team titles, and I felt like Keith Lee and Shane Strickland should have been already broken up from the last Battle Royal, trying to figure out who was going to face John Moxley in the main event to go to the Forbidden Door. When that little whole thing where Shane Strickland eliminated Keith Lee, and you thought he was going to return the favor in the Royal Rampage, and it didn't even happen. So continuity was totally out of the place for that, and they won. They ended up winning. Good for them. Good for them. But I feel like Team Taz should have won that.
Yeah. Chase, what about you?
Yeah, that was a
What
great
says-
tag match. Team Taz should have easily won, though. I don't think it should have went to Swerve in Our Glory. Maybe they'll pull like the Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez storyline on us, and they'll lose next week.
You think so? Like next week they're gonna have a gimmick skateboard that cuts in half before it touches the body.
Maybe, who knows? Yeah, the match was good, but it's just like, to me, it was just the wrong team won, in my personal opinion. I know a lot of people were excited for Swerve in Our Glory, and it's cool for both Strickland and Keith Lee, two guys that were looked at as potential assets in WWE. Hit Row was supposed to be a big thing, and then Keith Lee, he had a whole documentary. Vince McMahon was all like, "Oh, we're gonna do big things with you," and everything like that. Like we thought there was going to be big moments for both these young talents in WWE. So it's very justifying for them to be like, "Oh, look at us, now we're the tag champs in AEW, where we went to this new company and here we are." But to me, it's just another like, "Oh, we proved them wrong, we proved WWE wrong" type of move, where it's like, who cares? Like, you should be worrying about the guys that are in AEW, not worrying about guys being justified for leaving the other company. Like, who cares? Or not even leaving, they both got released by the other company, but being released by the other, like, that's how the move felt towards me. It didn't feel like, hey, let's reward Ricky Starks, who literally came in during the pandemic era and was just such a highlight for us and had a really underrated feud with Brian Cage, or a guy like Powerhouse Hobbs, who everyone just gives glowing reviews about. Let's not give it to these guys. Let's give it to the two guys where it's like, oh, people, and I get it. If this was a move of, hey, these guys are more well known, these guys are gonna, help the company, yada yada yada. It's been about 6 months. It's been about, for both guys, right, in the companies, Keith Lee and Shane Strickland. You should know what you got. You should know what you got with these guys as the champions. So to me personally, I feel like Team Taz should have won. I felt Swerve in Our Glory should have turned, and that would have been a better story, in my personal opinion. And I feel like, and honestly, if we go and do a quick title change, it's kind of like, look, I feel like the only belt that's really built for quick title changes in AEW is the TNT title. I don't think you need to have a long reigning TNT or TBS champion. I think those belts are made so everyone can get a chance at being a champion and can kind of get that taste and saying, hey, this is where, and then you can gauge people's interest of them as champion. Like, them being long reigning champions, I don't think is needed. I think 6 months is the perfect amount. But I will see what they do with Swerve in Our Glory. Good for them. They're both talented. I'm not mad that they won. It's just more of like, the move just kind of felt like a see, we used them correctly. We know what to do with this talent, where it's like, well, what about your own talent? You know what I'm saying? Like, what about the talent you've been working on?
Exactly. And I get what you're saying. But again, to me, overall, it was a good match. The last 5 minutes of it was just fucking crazy. The near falls, because again, in the back of your mind, it's like, oh, the Young Bucks can win this shit. Like, oh, here it comes, and then the whole craziness happened. Reading the comments here, G Nation right here. I think the reason why Swerve in Our Glory won the title change was because of Keith Lee personal situation that he addressed after the show went off the air on YouTube. I know that he has a friend that has stage 4 cancer. Was that it, or was it the other that
that was the announcement? Yes, Steve.
Okay, just wanted to make sure, because I know that he also did a whole thing on Twitter where he talked about how this time 2 years ago he was a double champion, and then he was this. So again, I just wanted to make sure here which one was it really. So there's that. Also, this Saturday is Ring of Honor Death Before Dishonor, the big pay-per-view coming up from Ring of Honor. There's still no word on a TV deal. Just keep that in mind, everyone. But they're coming back with a pay-per-view, and it's a loaded card. I gotta say, it's a very, very loaded card. Let me tell you that right now. I have the match card here. Do you guys want to do predictions, or do you guys think they'll add more matches come Friday or Wednesday, whatever the fuck it may be?
Most likely they'll add more matches, so let's hold off.
Let's hold off. But just to tell you guys the card so far, for those that are wondering, you have Mercedes Martinez versus Serena Deeb for the women's championship. Mercedes Martinez is the champion. We have Wheeler Yuta of the Blackpool Combat Club defending the Pure Championship in a Pure Rules match against Daniel Garcia, who is part of the JAC. You have Samoa Joe returning to defend
JS.
JES. I'm sorry.
JAS.
JAS. JEC. JAS. I'm sorry. Samoa Joe returning to defend the TV title against Jay Lethal. You have what could easily be the main event. I don't think it will, but it could be. A 2 out of 3 fall, because they announced this a couple of days ago on a sit-down interview, which I thought was very well done. There's going to be FTR of Cash Wheeler and Dax Harwood defending the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships in a 2 out of 3 falls against Mark and Jay of the Briscoes in a rematch from their Super Card of Honor match from WrestleMania weekend. That could easily be the main event. I think it will, because of the momentum that has gotten, the buzz that it's gotten on social media. And then you got this match. Jonathan Gresham defending the Ring of Honor World Championship against Claudio Castagnoli. It's a toss-up, right? Like what could main event the pay-per-view? Something tells me that FTR and the Briscoes will close the show. I think it should. What says you guys?
Who are they facing?
I'm not sure. I don't even know how's this show being built. Is it just random random promos backstage? I don't know. I don't really care. Like, to be honest, I'll be real honest. I do not care. Who main events? What main events? ROH? Like, if matches are good, you know what I'll do the next day? I'll search them up and I'll watch them.
Fair enough. What was that, Mike?
Who are they facing?
FTR? The Briscoes.
FTR and the Briscoes too.
Yeah, the rematch.
Still gotta watch one.
Oh, Mike. Oh, Mike. Oh, Mike.
Still gotta watch one.
You know what some people will be saying right now?
This is some bullshit.
I don't care.
I know.
Look, FTR versus Briscoes one was a great match. I'm just like over here and I'm like, hey, I'll check out too. But the rest of this card, like, look, I've seen Wheeler Yuta versus Daniel Garcia like 50 times on the independents. I don't know how this one's going to be any different.
Well, going to be on a Tony Khan. I don't know.
They wrestled on the Tony Khan show already, Steve. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I know.
Like, Samoa Joe. Like, look, I saw Samoa Joe live with Adam Cole. I love Samoa Joe. I'm one of the biggest Samoa Joe marks you'll know. God needs to hang it up, man. He is looking atrocious.
Talk about Samoa Joe.
Yeah, Joey Samoa.
Yeah.
It's time for him to hang it up.
Yeah, exactly.
It's been time. The glory days are behind him. The glory days were in TNA, which is kind of crazy to think, right?
I'll start paying attention to ROH when ROH has a show. That's when I'll start caring about them. I can't care about them now. You can put these guys on Dark and have their belts, and it doesn't affect me. You can put these guys on Rampage. You can tell me Yuta's the ROH Pure Champion. That's cool. Y'all also wrestling in AEW. That's the show that you should be most focused on. That's the show that should matter. ROH, cool, awesome. Happy you back. Get a TV show. Then I'll start paying attention.
Fair enough. What else happened this week? We can, I guess, wrap this up in a little bit, but I did catch SmackDown for a little bit. I know, what's it called? They did Angela Dawkins versus Jimmy Uso. So there was that too. They announced that Jeff Jarrett is going to be the referee at SummerSlam.
Oh, I can't wait. That's going to be great.
It's going to be great, Chase. Spend my days working hard on the go. I'm kidding. So there was that. What else happened on the show? Lacey Evans came out and was supposed to have a match and never happened. And there was a lot of talk about the women being frustrated backstage. A lot of frustration.
Blame themselves. I'm just playing. I don't know.
Honestly, it's just WWE don't know how to handle these women. I mean, it would be nice if they, I don't know, had a belt where you could put like 4 of them in a match, and 2 of them they could learn how to coexist and be a tag team. I don't know. It'd be kind of cool if they had one of those flying around where they could, use these women.
Exactly.
They kind of did.
The tag titles,
Yeah,
You gotta remember,
They kind of did.
but you gotta remember, they don't care about the women's tag team
No,
wrestling.
that's the problem. They could. They have the talent. They have the raw. Like, look, you're telling me that Aaliyah could not benefit from being in a tag team, that she couldn't find a way. Like, that's a problem. WWE just doesn't know how to book tag teams anymore. Like, it sucks that these women are frustrated, but it's like, hey, man, like, there's nothing else. Like, you either decide you want to go back to NXT, or you can decide to, just wait it out, see what happens. Like, yeah.
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 I mean, perfect example. On NXT on Tuesday, they crowned the new women's tag team champions a week before, and a week later, they're feuding.
Oh, yeah.
Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez. You all know what happened. Roxanne got taken out in the parking lot. That parking lot ain't safe. Never been safe.
Worst parking lot ever.
Worst parking lot ever. She was scheduled to face Mandy Rose for the championship. It closed the show, and little did we know the whole time it was that darn Cora Jade. Can't trust your friends, yo. You can't trust your friends. Was gonna hit the skateboard, and the skateboard said, "It don't work for me, brother. That don't work for me. Get the fuck out of here." You know what the skateboard? You know what the skateboard was saying?
What?
The skateboard was basically saying the whole fucking time when this whole shit was going down. You really want to know?
We?
That was what the skateboard was basically saying. But it was in Cora's hand. Like, fuck this. That don't work for me, brother. This don't work for me. But I'll commend Cora. Hey, at least she went with the flow of it. You know what I mean? She didn't look shocked or like, what the fuck do I do? So here we are. The tag team champions of NXT, the women's tag team champion of NXT. I don't know.
No moss.
My thing is, you could have milked it. You could have milked it at least one more week. One more week or two. And then we know it was her. But there was that. Chase, Mike, anything you want to say about that?
No. You summed it up. I mean, they could have waited. I mean, what else are we gonna say?
Yeah. Do you think Cora Jade will join Toxic Attraction?
She doesn't fit the mold.
She don't fit the mold. Ronan goes, hey, Chase, Steve, Mike, what's going on, Ronan Ghost? I think we can wrap up with this. All right. Idiot of the week. I don't have no sound effect for this shit, nothing like that. This guy right here.
Oh, God.
Michael fucking Elgin. Mike, you know what happened? I know, Jay. I'm sure you know what happened, but Mike,
I know what happened. Yeah.
So Michael Elgin. Now it sucks because I kind of, in a way, like, the last time I talked about him, I cried. You guys remember this shit, right? Like a year ago or so, right? When the news was going out that he was on suicide watch and all that shit and what have you, right? So he's wrestling in Japan for Pro Wrestling Noah, the last promotion that's willing to take him and all that shit, right? Because no other promotion will touch him. Coming out of the Speaking Out movement.
Yeah.
So he went missing for a while in Japan. He was booked. He's one half of the Noah, the GHC heavyweight tag team champion. That's what they call in Pro Wrestling Noah, if I'm not mistaken. But he went missing. People are wondering, where the fuck is Mike? Mike is right here, but Michael Elgin. Let me correct myself here. Okay. It's great because he also called himself Big Mike. So people are wondering, where the fuck is he? What's going on with Michael Elgin? Turns out he got arrested in Japan for stealing. Now, Mike, you would think, all right, if you got to steal something, it better be good, right? It better be, you know what I mean? Mike, what do you think he stole? Mike, what do you think he stole?
Some Gucci frames.
Oh, you wish.
Not even that.
Not even that. Not even that, bro.
What do you let's see, some exclusive Japan only Jordans.
No, Mike, think if you're going to it's a grocery store item. You can buy this at the grocery store.
Oh, he stole a pack of ramen.
No, kind of in the same area if you think about it. Think of what a guy his size would probably want. Something in the aisle. He would shake it up with his water and stuff.
Oh, he stole a protein powder.
Yeah, he stole protein powder.
He stole some protein. Wow.
He stole some protein powder. My man stole some protein powder.
Yeah,
he went to the Whole Foods. He went to the Whole Foods.
He needed those gains. He needed those gains. I don't blame him.
He needed the gains. He needed the fucking gains.
Casey's
who's raw here.
Payroll.
Stole something. It's not worth it. Here we go. Also stealing is a crime. Also stealing is a crime everywhere. It is true. It is very true. We're waiting on your reaction, but that's the thing. Again, in Japan, stealing is a huge felony.
Mm-hmm.
There are talks that
you don't get no slap on the wrist.
You don't get slapped. You don't get no slap on the wrist. There's discussion that he could be locked up to 5 years.
Wow.
They're trying to work out a deal, which they can. I mean, they did it with Matt Sydal.
You're lucky it's not 1900.
Matt Sydal in 2016 was caught with cannabis liquid, and they detained him. They were trying to have him detained for 18 months, but they worked out a deal where now he can't go back to Japan. And if you're Michael Elgin, like, how stupid do you have to fucking be? How much of a fucking dumbass do you have to fucking be for protein powder?
Protein powder, wow.
Like, yo, I really hope, bro, it was worth it, homie. This had to be the most fire protein powder in the fucking world.
Who knows? All right. Piss off, Mike Elgin. See you in 5 years.
Off.
You can control your narrative. You can control your narrative then.
I don't think they want to touch him either, Mike. Chase. I don't think they want to touch him either.
I'm just saying he can control his narrative. I didn't say anything about that company. I just said he can control his narrative in 5 years.
You know what's crazy? I told you guys this the other day in our group chat. I was trying to watch a show. Curiosity. 15 minutes in, I'm like, I'm good.
I would not. I haven't even clicked on videos watching. It's saying I watch Control. Good. I'm glad you guys can sit through it. Not supporting it.
15 minutes in, I'm like, nah, I'm good, bro. This ain't for me. This ain't for me.
I don't even know it exists.
It's on
I go past it.
It's on the Peruvian links, if you will. We'll wrap up with this. So I did catch the entire episode of Kevin Nash's podcast. Click this. They did
very good podcast.
Very good.
Very good host. Very good host choice too.
Yeah, Sean Oliver. Yeah, he's very good. But yeah, like his story about Scott Hall, everything about it. What I liked about it, they didn't like go in any order, if you will.
Mm-mm.
They jumped from moments to moments and all. But yeah, for Kevin, you can just tell like, he's still like hurt about it. He's still shook about it. And yeah, man. But again, go out of your way, give that a listen when you get a chance. If you haven't yet, go give it a listen.
Yeah, that and Regal's podcast. If you guys love Black and Gold NXT, Regal break down every reason why certain Black and Gold people did not succeed.
Oh, I gotta listen to that too. What's the name of it?
It's just like a Regal. I forgot. Just type in William Regal podcast. You'll see it.
Yeah, it's a Conrad podcast. Put it that. It's a Conrad.
Oh, I haven't listened to Conrad in years.
Well, is it Conrad doing it? It's not Conrad. It's
not Conrad.
Else, right?
No, it's someone else.
No, but it's.
I know you hate Conrad. Stop. I don't want to talk about it.
No, I don't hate him.
Yes, you do, Steve. You went into the whole beef a while back. We don't care.
No. Like it's under that brand.
Yeah. I just wanted to say, check out the podcast. You didn't need to bring up that it's under Conrad or anything like that.
Control Your Narrative will be brought out by WWE in less than 2 years.
Man, then I don't even think they want to buy that.
I don't even think they want to touch that. The biggest fail from Grayson Pro Wrestling. I guess he's referring to Michael Elgin. Again, there's a guy who had so much potential. Remember, he was the Ring of Honor World Champion. He wrestled in New Japan, beat Kenny Omega in a ladder match. He was in Impact Wrestling, and now, fuck him. About to be locked up in the cell. Anyway, guys, that's basically everything we wanted to cover this week. SummerSlam is in 2 weeks from now. Chase will be in Nashville for that.
Oh, yeah. I'll be in Nashville.
And you'll be checking out Kendrick Lamar concert.
Yes, sir.
And I got it right this time.
Mr. Morale and the Big Stepper.
I hope he don't play all those songs. I hope he plays some of his older stuff, too.
That album was great. I don't care
Chase,
what nobody says.
What's going to be your sneakers of choice for SummerSlam?
Because, look, I'm afraid of flying. So when it comes to, like, not me personally, but my luggage and stuff. And I'm not paying for no extra carry-on. So I'm only bringing one pair of sneakers, and I haven't figured out what pair of sneakers it is yet for me to wear and stuff. I might go safe and bring my downtown what's it called? Jumpman LA Jordan 1 low LA exclusive low whites. That's the only thing I might bring because it's an all white shoe. It matches with everything.
Fair enough. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up.
Yeah, so I might clean those up and I might make that my sneaker of choice because my black and white dunks, those will get creased up pretty quickly. My Sakkais are yellows. The Tom Sack shoes are comfortable, but they keep on tying every time. Otherwise, I would have a bad rotation. But since I'm not bringing a carry on, there's no way I'm risking like my luggage getting lost. Like, look, I'll take clothing getting lost. I can't take my sneakers getting lost. My sneakers are also an investment. So that's what people need to understand. My sneakers are an investment as well. I can always resell these things whenever. So I think I might go with my triple white Jordan 1 Jumpman LA exclusives because they fit well with everything. They're all triple white. They're easy to clean too. So
you don't want to go through the whole Matt Jackson bullshit with the Dior's and
no. Like I said, clothing, it would suck if I lost it. I'll be pissed because right now I don't really have too many. I gotta buy new clothes, but I've been waiting for a little bit more pound sheddage. I want to at least be at a certain waistline before I get some new clothing. But I can survive with like losing a couple shirts and a couple pairs of jeans and pants, and so I'll be pissed, but I can survive. But I'd be even more pissed if I lost a shoe that I could resell down the line or sell, or at least sell for some value. That's the thing. I can't. My clothes don't have any value unless it's like a hype beast type of shirt, like a Supreme or something like that. But like my shoes, those are investments. I tell people they're investments. So yeah, I might go with, and I'll show you the triple whites. I just gotta clean them too.
No, fair enough. Like I said before, I did buy a JY t-shirt from Pro Wrestling Tees during the 4th of July sale. They look nice.
Yeah, and then on the back, downtown Jumpman LA exclusives. So this is where So
they look nice, bro. How long you had them for?
These they came out when Jumpman LA, like a year after Jumpman LA opened. So just Google when Jumpman LA opened.
You know what's crazy? Tito was actually in LA a couple of days ago.
Oh, nice.
For sneaker shopping and all that stuff, yeah. So there's that also. But like I said,
I gotta hit him up.
Yeah, hit him up, bro. He got you, yeah. So I bought a JY t-shirt, and being that I dropped 40 pounds, I bought it in soft cotton now.
You told us this already.
No, it's again just for shits and giggles here.
What do you mean? You never wore soft cotton before?
I wore it once. It was out of a grab bag special that they have. I'm not sure if they still do it or not. But it's like that $5 grab bag, and it was just there. Apparently, it was just there. So there you go. Let's see. I'm missing the comments here. Waiting on the Black Friday sale for the biggest discount person tees. Fair enough. Have they announced Ric Flair's opponent? No, they announced that tomorrow at 6:05 p.m. Who will be Ric Flair's opponent on his last match? We'll see who that is. Anyway, guys, we're going to wrap things up here. We want to thank you all for tuning in tonight. You can catch this again on the playback on YouTube here on the YouTube channel. So please hit that subscribe. Please hit that thumbs up, the bell notification. It does help out the show in the long run. It really, really does help out in the long run. You guys can check me out over on Twitter at, let me see here. Here it is. There we go. At Heel Steven. Big Mike, let them know. Where can they check you out, bro?
Yeah, you can check me out on Twitter at DetroitGamer313.
Chase, let them know. Where can they check you out, bro?
YouTube.com/JayFower68. We're going live tonight for a Q&A. So if you guys want a handout, go check it out there. And then check out SpinebusterTees.com. Support Black-owned business. I'm wearing one of their tank tops right now. Y'all know those people that put pineapple on their pizzas. Heel heat. That's some heel heat right there. So there we go.
I'll give it a try. I'll give it a try one day. I'm not a bit, but I'm open to it. Will Drew McIntyre dethrone Roman Reigns because Average Extreme Rules? We'll see.
Ronan Ghost, ask me on my Q&A.
True Heel Sports is on now. So yeah, guys, go check them out right now. True Heel Sports is live right now. Go give them a listen. I think they're talking about the MLB All-Star coming up this week.
It's the halfway. They're talking about the halfway point of the season for the MLB. Yeah. And then I think tomorrow is the All-Star game for them.
Okay. Fair enough. With that being said, guys, where's that thing at? Here we go. For Chase, for me, for Big Mike, this has been Around the Point. Peace out, everybody.